Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Beware the Board, a horror podcast where we watch a randomly selected horror movie every week. I'm Bob.
I'm Ben.
What's up, Ben?
We're recording.
God damn it. Okay, yeah, we are recording. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah,
I didn't
you're welcome.
notice. No, how's your week been?
It's been okay. I mean,
Yeah.
kind of tiring, but
Yeah, well, we've been getting hella hours at work
oh yeah,
for no reason. Don't ask me why. So that's been whatever.
my paycheck's enjoying it.
My paycheck is also enjoying it.
Myself is not.
No, my body is recoiling, in fact. This
I
is
don't
for
have much to share though.
I don't have anything else to share either, really. Nothing important happened. This is for the audience. If I sound raspy and gross, my allergies are kicking my ass.
Just crying all the time
I'm not crying. I just have I've been coughing and sneezing.
and crying.
Listen, you don't need to bring up that I cry a lot on the podcast. Like, that's not important to the audience. Jesus, I don't put you on blast like that. I'm not like, well, I'm not going to say that. Anyway.
It was a joke until you outed yourself.
It wasn't a joke because I knew it was true the whole time.
I was joking, and then you doxed yourself.
No. This is your fault. Anyway, welcome to Season 4, Episode 2. Second season of Season 4, Ben. Last week, we got hit with some crocodile
Stinky.
shenanigans.
Stinky swamp gas.
Stinky swamp music. Stinky swamp. Stinky.
Stinky swamp gas.
Yeah. So, we're still chugging along in the season. Two other categories are pretty enticing. Benjamin.
there is. Because I'm assuming you're not going to choose the same category twice in a row because it's Bob. And the other two categories are haunted houses and fear the music.
Yeah. So those are my two options.
Do you want to explain to the audience what those categories are? Because swamps is just
It's swamp movies.
swamps.
Haunted
and
houses is
swamp-like things.
haunted houses.
Mm-hmm.
Fear the music, in fact, is your category that you chose.
Yeah.
And you keep choosing complicated categories.
Yeah, what is
I
this
will say.
category, Bob? Because it's complicated.
This category
Mm-hmm.
is movies where music is important to the horror
Yes.
or a part of the horror.
Yes.
I don't know any movies like that. I can't even think of one. Like, I can think of movies where the music is good and adds to the movie, like the music in Halloween. I would say the music in... Has that come out yet? It has. Terrifier 2. At least the intro music. Like, that shit slapped.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. They're playing movies where a good soundtrack helps. But I've never, thought of a movie where the music plays a part in the horror itself.
I didn't think you had, so.
No,
let's
I really
see.
didn't. And the only thing I could really think of is we watched... What is that Shudder series we were watching? You know what I'm talking about? The one that goes through different genres and stuff?
Oh, we watched just, an overview of different genres.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure in what?
That was mostly for you.
Yeah, mostly for me. Ben already knew that stuff. Italian cinema, what is it? Giallo?
Yellow. Yeah.
Isn't there a lot of music in that? That's really important.
Mhm.
So that was the first thing I thought of, which I'm interested in because we've seen some Italian movies, not on the podcast.
He's just talking about The Beyond.
The Beyond and Zombie
Not
2.
to be confused with From Beyond.
No, two different movies. Those are both Italian, and I like them both, actually. So I'm hoping that we might get some cool Italian cinema on this spot. I doubt it, but it'd be cool.
Fair enough.
So I am going to choose that category. I'm going to choose Fear the Music.
Okay.
Now, which spot number do I choose? Because I got all three here, Ben. And I don't remember what I chose for swamps. I usually try and give some sort of reasoning for the spot I choose.
Chose 2.
I chose 2? Okay. Number 1.
All right.
Fear the Music, spot 1.
We're going to be watching Studio 666.
Oh, yeah. I'm so good at picking stuff, even though that was pure goddamn luck.
That was pure goddamn luck.
Pure goddamn luck. I was so excited to watch this.
I've told Bob about it before.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Description. The Foo Fighters made a movie.
Yeah,
a
we
horror
were
movie.
we were literally talking about the Foo Fighters last night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my
New
gosh.
drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a 2022 film. I saw it in theaters. So, yeah. What do you know about it? Besides it's made by the Foo Fighters.
The Foo Fighters made a movie.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I
cool.
got. And
Uh,
I was excited about that.
Length, it's an hour and 46 minutes long.
Okay. It's a little long.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
It's rated R.
Okay.
Tomato meter gave it a 55%.
Mm-hmm.
Audience score is an 80%.
Okay.
And then the IMDb score is a whopping 5.7 out of 10.
That's not horrible.
No, it's not. It's
I
pretty
mean,
okay.
I'm excited because the audience score is high, and I like the Foo Fighters. I know you do too.
Yeah.
So I think we'll probably like it.
I mean, like, let's be honest, that audience score might be from Foo Fighters stands, but
Well, yeah, but
like the people who went and saw the movie in theaters,
yeah, I mean, I would
Me.
have if I knew it existed.
like me and my dad.
Oh my god, you went with your dad?
Yeah.
I could never go see like a horror movie with my dad. It would be over.
Well, there might be different reasons.
Well, yes, you're right, but also like no.
All right. Well, for awards, it has 0 wins and 2 nominations.
Oh, it actually got nominated for stuff. Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Notable actors. I wonder who's going to be in this. A lot of famous people, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Dave Grohl as Dave Grohl.
Oh, he just plays himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Foo Fighters, let me say this right now, are playing themselves. they're actually just the Foo Fighters in this movie.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Did you? Yeah. Oh, you don't know anything. Yeah.
No.
So they're the Foo Fighters
That's
in this Foo Fighters
awesome.
movie.
That's so
Um,
cool.
So Dave Grohl's as himself. He's also been Satan in Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, which is always a cool fact because the first time I watched that movie, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, me either. Honestly.
Or the second time, or the third time, and then someone was like, "That's Dave Grohl,"
I didn't know until you told me, and I was like, "Wait, that's Dave Grohl?"
and then you can see it.
Yeah. Then you're like, "Oh, okay, that is Dave Grohl."
Nate Mendel is Nate Mendel. Pat Smear is Pat Smear. Taylor Hawkins is Taylor Hawkins. You know, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Rami Jaffe as himself, obviously, and Chris Chiflett as Chris Chiflett. So that's the.
That's the Foo Fighters.
Yep. All right. On to other people. Whitney Cummings as Samantha.
Okay.
She was Stephanie in Maid of Honor. Steph Garland as Jeremy Schill. He's very famously Jeff Green from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I've never seen Curb Your Enthusiasm.
110 episodes from 2000 to 21.
People love that show, and I've never watched it.
Leslie Grossman as Barb Weems. Played a bunch of different characters on American Horror Story.
Okay, I never watched that either.
Jenna Ortega as Sky Willow.
Oh, she's in this?
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Lorraine and Axe, Wednesday Addams and Wednesday. Will Forte as Delivery Guy.
There's a lot of famous people in this
I
movie.
know!
I know all these names.
MacGruber and MacGruber. He's also like the main character of The Last Man on Earth, like TV show. Lionel Richie as himself
How do they get all these people in this movie?
because, well, Dave Grohl has a lot of friends,
I mean, yeah, but like,
but also the Foo Fighters do music for a lot of like different movies and stuff, so they're just like well known and also they're famous.
I know, but like,
so you call up your buddy and you're like, hey, you want to be in this movie?
I would never think to call Lionel Richie and be like, hey, do you want to be in this horror movie? Like, come on, man.
You ready to get super hyped?
Oh, God. Okay.
John Carpenter as a sound engineer.
John Carpenter? Jesus Christ. Okay. This movie's getting
Um,
out of hand already.
And then Jimmy Simpson as venue person.
Okay, I don't know that guy.
Yes, you do, Bob. And in fact, I think you're going to get more hyped about this than you did about John Carpenter.
Okay. I don't know the
Liam
name.
McPoyle. From It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
He's in this too?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
It's
I'm so
Mr.
excited.
One-Eye McGee.
Dude, you know what?
He's also in Psych.
I haven't seen Psych. We've talked about Psych a lot, and I should watch it.
He was on Always Sunny in Philadelphia from 2005 to 2013.
To now, he's in the
Oh,
newest
is he in
season.
a new one now? Okay.
Dude, the trailer with him in the newest season is so fucking funny.
Well, that'll be episode 8 for him then. What were you going to say?
I was
going to
mention
the table and you got very excited.
I was gonna mention that he's in the new season.
All right, director?
Yeah.
B.J. McDonnell.
I don't know the director.
Hasn't directed a lot. He has directed, though, Hatchet 3.
Oh, nice. We're gonna watch that eventually. We'll get there. At some
Yeah.
point.
The often forgotten about third movie on this podcast. Because it's Hatchet 2, Hatchet 3, Victor Crowley.
Victor Crowley, yeah.
Writer, Dave Grohl.
Of course Dave Grohl wrote it.
He's only really written one other thing, which is Sonic Highway, which is like shorts.
Okay.
Jeff Bueller, who wrote Pet Sematary,
Oh, okay.
the 2019 one.
Oh, the new one. I haven't seen that one.
Which-
I haven't seen the original either.
I have issues with the 2019 one.
I've heard. Well, the original's not very good either, from what I remember.
it's a TV miniseries.
Oh, I thought it was a movie.
Movie, but it's like a made-for-TV movie.
Okay.
Kind of like the original It miniseries.
Okay. I could see it.
So it has a lot of issues because of that,
I see.
but I also have some issues with the new Pet Sematary movie. as
Mhm.
well. So it's
Okay.
kind of like that.
Speaking before we move on, sorry, the interjection. Did you see the trailer for the new Salem's Lot movie?
No.
I saw the trailer. It looks cool.
Have you ever seen Salem's Lot?
I've read Salem's Lot,
Oh, okay.
so that's why I brought it up. It looks cool.
And then finally, Rebecca Hughes hasn't written a lot, but she wrote 10 episodes of Cracking Up between 2004 and 2006.
Okay.
I couldn't find the budget for this film. Just couldn't find
I
it.
assume the Foo Fighters just paid for it.
I assume, at the very least, Dave Grohl paid
Well,
for
Dave
it.
Grohl went, I want to make this movie.
I feel
I'll pay
like
for it.
that might have been mostly him.
Yeah.
Box office wasn't great.
I mean, it's a Foo Fighters horror movie. Like, that sounds awesome to us.
Oh,
general
yeah, it's super
audience.
niche, but like it didn't do good.
That's really sad.
Box office, $3 million about.
Okay. I don't know how much this movie cost him to make, but we'll see.
Probably more than that, but
But see, the thing is, Dave Grohl probably went, this is going to be fun. I don't care.
oh yeah,
That man probably has fuck you levels of money.
that's kind of cool because like it's one of the last things Taylor Hawkins is in.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
really cool.
He didn't die like right after this, but
It was fairly after.
pretty
yeah.
close actually. Country of origin, United States, also known as
Oh,
Untitled Foo Fighters Project, because that was the working title.
awesome. Love that.
All right,
Jesus Christ.
so I got some pre-movie facts and
All
some
right.
post-movie facts. Not a lot though, but enough. So, Studio 666 is the first non-documentary to feature the Foo Fighters.
That's fucking
Yeah.
good.
And the other thing is, the film was nearing the end of production, like filming, in 2020, and so it was shut down by the pandemic.
Oh, yeah,
So
COVID.
COVID-19. So eventually production resumed in Los Angeles multiple months later, which is really interesting because it became one of the first films to like reopen. for
Oh,
shooting
wow.
During the pandemic.
That's cool, actually.
Kind of a big deal. Originally they intended those like finishing up to take 6 days,
Mm-hmm.
but because of like restrictions it took 3 weeks.
Oh,
So
man.
that tells you how hard it was to film during like
Damn, they had
pandemic.
to triple the amount of time it took, basically.
yeah.
That sucks. I mean, like, that sucks, but also, glad they were doing the thing they were supposed to.
Yeah.
And, like, taking it slow and, actually taking their time with this thing.
All right. I got 2 more facts, but those are for after.
You got
'Cause
some
they're-
post-movie stuff? Okay.
Not necessarily spoilery, but they'll be cooler after the movie.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll learn some more. Okay. Man, I'm fucking hype. I mentioned on the wrap-up, I wanted to talk about this movie for this category, but I was like, I'll save it. I won't talk about it. So glad we got it first. I'm so
surprised
excited
you
to
got
watch
it on
this.
the first one. Like
Lucky.
honestly, that
Lucky
was
as
super
shit.
lucky.
For those of you that may think that we script which spot I'm choosing, we don't. I actually just randomly choose, and it's stressful sometimes because you never know what kind of fucking shitstorm I'm gonna walk into in this podcast.
I can usually guess what spot Bob's gonna pick, but
Yeah.
it does. I don't know until like we do it on the air.
Yeah, but it's
I can guess
awesome.
because it usually goes like 1, 2, 3. 1,
Well-
2, 3.
I try not to be predictable anymore. Last season I didn't do that though,
No.
so we'll try and keep it up.
1 out of what 4?
Shut up.
All right. Well, we'll be back in an hour and like 46 minutes.
Yeah,
So-
we'll see you guys in a minute. Hi everybody, welcome back. We just finished watching Studio 666.
Bob liked it.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's real good. I had
Yeah.
a good time.
Before we get into it, I want to say it's not the best movie ever.
No, absolutely not.
100%. Really predictable.
Very, but
Really campy and cheesy. However, you can tell it's a movie that a bunch of people just made to make a fun, silly movie.
Yeah.
Because they're fans of horror and they were just like, let's make a shitty movie. So
it's not a shitty movie
I know, but like, you know what I mean.
because while, like you said, not the greatest movie ever, it's predictable in a lot of ways horror movies usually are, which is honestly, it's fine.
But super predictable.
But the thing I'll say is it's not shitty because like it's poorly made. It's a well-made movie,
Yeah, well produced.
well-produced movie. It just isn't like
The
you know,
best.
it's not high art.
Yeah, no, it's not the
It's
best writing.
Fun, which is kind of the point. Because look, you're going in, you're like, I'm gonna go watch a Foo Fighters horror movie. If that's what you want, it delivers excellently.
Yeah, I think my point is it's not objectively a great movie. Well produced, but like writing and dialogue and acting isn't that great. However, it's exactly what you want from this.
Exactly.
So, before we get into anything and give spoilers, because we're gonna have to discuss this. Like,
Yeah.
basically, we're gonna spoil the whole movie, and while you can
Mhm.
still enjoy it, as always, it's not as enjoyable
Mm-hmm.
if we spoil it all. However, this movie is definitely an experience.
Yeah.
And it's just fun. So you can still watch it
Yeah.
after we spoil stuff. But
Absolutely a movie you show to your friends too.
yeah, if you have any friends who like Foo Fighters or like really campy horror movies, gore, a lot of fun. On that note, I guess I'm going to break it down.
Yeah.
Basically, this film's about the Foo Fighters
Uh-huh.
trying to film their 10th album. And they're kind of stuck. They don't know what to do. They just know they want to do something big because, like,
Yeah.
it's been like 20 years of shit.
Dave Grohl's like, look, it's our 10th album. We got to go hard, bro.
Got to go big or go home.
Mm-hmm.
And they eventually are suggested to go. They want to do like an on-location recording where they go record somewhere cool.
Yeah.
And not like a standard area.
Yeah, not a standard studio. Because Dave Grohl's like, we've recorded in every studio out here.
They all
I
sound
need
the same.
something. Yeah, I need something different.
And they eventually get set up in recording in this house, which is like this big rock and roll history house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also where this band kind of split up due to
Creative differences.
creative differences, read murder.
Murder.
And long story short, they go to record there, and while they're recording, they decide to sleep there so they can like get the album done in like a month.
Yeah, because the dude that set them up in this place needs the money to pay off some people.
Who are going to chop his dick off.
Yeah. So he's like, I need this done quick. So Dave Grohl's like, okay, we can do it quick.
And long story short, Dave is out of ideas.
Dave has completely lost
There's
all creative soup.
a very funny sequence
Oh, God.
where he's trying to play his ideas for the band, and he keeps playing really, really famous Foo Fighters songs.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I thought you were going to talk about the scene later where he's still out of ideas and he's watching shitty guitar tutorials on YouTube. Because that's also really funny.
Or he just starts singing, the Lionel Richie song?
Yeah, oh God, that Lionel Richie thing made me laugh really hard. That was funny as fuck.
Eventually, though, he, like, stumbles into the basement
Yeah.
of this house, which you get through by going down this weird back alley. That is a very different set, but it's really funny.
Yeah.
And in the basement, there is, like, a sacrificed raccoon nailed to the wall.
It's like hung up like Jesus Christ on the cross.
No, you know what it is?
What?
Have you ever seen those Blood Eagle things the Vikings did? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm going to pull up a picture so you can react to
No.
that. So there was this execution method the Vikings did. I believe it's called a Blood Eagle. It's kind of like part torture, part execution method.
Okay.
And what they would do is they would turn you on your back usually, rip your ribs off from the spine, and then take your entrails and spread them out with your skin so it looks like you had wings.
Oh my God. That sounds brutal, dude.
Yeah. And, like, thankfully, there's a lot of Viking stuff nowadays because people are really into it. So you can see where they've done, like, stuff, you know. Here's a drawing someone's done of a Blood Eagle.
Oh my God, that's fucked.
I think this is from Vikings, like the TV show, where they'll hang you up usually.
Oh my Lord.
Long story short, it's kind of like that, but they opened up the front, you know, so you can see all the organs. Really good raccoon, I guess is what I want to
Very
get
good fake
to.
raccoon. You know, last two movies. Good fake animal corpses. Haven't had none of those bad puppets or
He
nothing.
says last movie. He means Terrifier, which wasn't on the board.
Terrifier 2.
Terrifier 2.
Yeah.
You both have had super hyper-realistic animals.
Which is cool to see because I feel like a lot of the older movies we watch, the animals are always lacking.
Animals are hard to do.
Yeah,
like,
they are.
well, I mean, everyone's seen bad taxidermy.
Yeah.
And you know, because pelts are easy, but getting the bone structure right.
Yeah. Making it look
Super
not fake.
hard.
And we'll still be able to move it and stuff and like do
Mhm.
cool things.
So
We've had a lot of good animal practicals lately. Blackwater, this,
Yeah.
Terrifier 2.
Blackwater is kind of a weird exception because, like, it was mostly
It was mostly real crocodiles. But the one they actually did have the prosthetic, like the fake
And yeah, that
puppet,
was
it
true.
was still really good.
And CGI crocodile was
Yeah.
decent too.
not
for
bad.
2000s.
I still
right.
can't believe that thing you told me, by the way, about that movie.
Oh yeah,
That was a real crocodile? Are you fucking kidding me? That's
there's a real
insane.
crocodile and multiple scenes in that.
Oh,
But back to Dave Grohl in the basement with
Yeah.
the dead raccoon. He's looking around and he sees something like covered up in the corner with
Like
a tarp.
mm-hmm.
And Bob was like, "Is that an organ?"
No, I said piano.
Did you say piano?
I said piano.
You should have said organ.
I didn't know what it was.
I know, but like organ's more thematic for a horror movie.
That's true.
Like,
Organ is more thematic for a horror movie.
Anyways, he uncovers it, and it's one of those old.
It's a big ass tape deck.
It's not tape deck. It's the
Isn't
reels.
that called a tape deck?
No, because tapes are like a cassette. That's a reel.
I
Right?
thought those were called tape decks. I could be wrong. I might be
Pretty
wrong.
sure a tape deck's for like,
But isn't-
records?
Tape that's in a cassette the same
They
tape that
are-
they roll?
But they're they're not. The
I'm
same
looking
thing,
this up.
'cause the tape and cassette's a lot thinner.
Is it?
I think that's called a reel.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, you can. But one of those big like recording things that uses what is that? It's tape. Anyways.
Yeah.
And he starts playing it, and some rocking music comes out, and he starts jamming, and he's like, "This is the sound I want." And as he's playing it, the lights flicker. Demon Gardner appears,
Yeah.
who is the murderer in that.
In the cold open.
Yeah, the band they talk about that had the differences of opinion.
Yeah.
We get to see the murder of in the cold open.
Mm-hmm.
Super sweet.
Super sick opening.
Just want to say, great cold opening.
Good intro too. Like good opening credits.
Jenna Ortega's in it.
Yeah.
Super interesting to see because this is before she was famous, really.
Oh yeah.
She hadn't done Wednesday yet.
Yeah.
X wasn't out.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is called a tape. It's called a tape deck or a tape recorder. Both are correct.
Let me see. Yeah, that's the right one.
Yeah.
All right. Cool deal.
So I guess a tape deck, though that's an older version of a tape deck. Modern tape decks are
I guess-
sideways, not like this,
Well, I
and they're
guess the
actually inside a
name-
container.
Is a tape deck because it reads tapes.
Tape.
But I think those things are called reels and not like cassettes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
We're not audio guys. Well, I'm not. Bob should
I
be.
am, but I'm not old audio. I don't really do vintage stuff. Maybe I should. We should start recording this podcast on reels.
You said during the movie.
I said
I
that.
can't imagine recording this on reels. I'd kill
I
myself.
think I'm gonna fucking die. Horrible.
But yeah, he plays the music. It's banging. And then he gets possessed by smoke.
Yeah.
Which it's implied is the
Possession.
Killer Gardener guy. Which we're calling him a Killer Gardener because that's the first time we see him is
Mhm.
he's trimming hedges with these garden shears.
Yeah, and Dave goes like, "Oh, what are you doing?" and chases him off, and he disappears.
And so the rest of the movie is basically,
Hold on. Can I go back for 1 second?
yeah.
I want to talk about one effect specifically in the scene with Dave Grohl in the basement.
Oh, yeah. When right before he gets possessed,
Mm-hmm.
the music turns back on and is like demony.
And the light bulbs in the room fill with blood, which is such a cool effect because it makes the light red.
Yeah. Slowly, too.
Yeah, and it's like a slow progression of like showing how bad it's getting. It's very cool. It's a very, very cool, well done scene, I think.
Yeah. First blood in this movie. And it will not be the last.
Oh god, this movie is buckets of blood.
Yeah, they went over the top because they knew what we wanted. It's unrealistic, but in the best way
It's
possible.
awesome.
But yeah, the rest of the movie is basically Dave acting funky and becoming more and more of a maniac,
Yeah.
which you can tell he's having a lot of fun.
Oh, for sure.
And just trying to get this song recorded, basically the same one he heard in the basement. He's trying to like record it himself with the rest of the Foo Fighters and complete it. 'Cause
He wants to finish it.
the tape was unfinished.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave isn't a quitter. He's going to finish. And, more and more spooky stuff happening. And as Dave becomes more manic, people start to die.
Yep.
And, that's basically the movie in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Ah.
Without getting too much into it, yeah.
I will say the deaths, super over-the-top gore.
They're so awesome.
So cool.
Man, they're cool. Like, not like Terrifier 2 levels of like depraved.
No, it's not depraved. It's just, like, over-the-top bloody.
They're just like, they're predictable, but in the best way possible because you know exactly what's going to happen.
In fact, I would say they're usually simple effects. Like, it's just like, let's get a dummy
Yeah.
and do something to it. But then it's like, let's pump gallons of blood out of it.
Yeah, and do it in the most like, I don't know, theatrical way possible.
And you can tell they had money, so like they look good.
They look cool.
They look good.
Man, they're cool.
But yeah, that's the movie.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of it really.
A lot of good fun.
It's super fun.
Like I don't think we had a lot of outtakes.
It's a lot of oohs and ahs.
But a lot of us was just Bob giggling
because it made me laugh.
because it's very funny, and I think that's a good transition into the dialogue of this film, which is
Oh man,
it's not great dialogue.
no, it's not good.
and it's not good acting either.
No, but it's just these people acting like themselves.
It's very over the top, like "fuck you, cocksucker."
Yeah, it's Dave Grohl being Dave Grohl. It's the rest of the Foo Fighters being the Foo Fighters, and bad stuff is happening. That's it.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those films that you go, this isn't high art, but I enjoyed it a lot.
What was on the box? And I got it.
Yeah, I mean that's it. Really, it's everything you want in a Foo Fighters themed horror movie. If you're a fan of the Foo Fighters, of course.
Mm-hmm. I will say it kind of reminded me of a couple times, like Tenacious D and the Pick of the Destiny.
Very much so.
Just in style, but also just like straight up dialogue and humor.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference was this was like an actual horror movie.
Yeah, this was meant to be like scary. It was spooky, but it wasn't scary.
Yeah, it's more of a horror comedy,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
There are some really good zingers in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, we haven't even talked about Samantha, the cocaine lemon bars.
Oh my God.
It's so funny,
They're-
dude.
So they have a neighbor who's just creepy neighbor lady,
Yeah.
Samantha Cummings. Yes, that's her name, Bob.
No, the actor's name is Whitney Cummings.
Oh,
Her
Whitney
name is
Cummings.
Samantha.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't
I
think we
mixed
learned
them
her last
up.
name. You did. Because you know what? I know her from other stuff she's in.
I know.
I recognized the name. I was like, oh, I've seen this lady before.
But Samantha brings over lemon bars during the recording session. And she's like, yeah, it's my grandma's recipe, but I put my own spin on it. And then the character that's basically Bob walks
No,
up,
don't say that.
and he's like, licks it, and he's like, is this cocaine?
Oh God, it's so funny. And Pat is so funny too.
Yeah, Bob really liked Pat and Raimi.
Yeah, Rami and Pat were really
Rami.
funny, dude. Well, because Pat, like, there are multiple times.
Oh, Pat just reminds me so much of Cage from Tenacious D.
Yeah, that's a good
It's
comparison.
just because they kind of look a little similar,
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
but mostly their delivery and lines is practically the same.
Phenomenal. So funny. Because the funny thing is, we know they're all sleeping in the house. We don't really see everyone's bedroom for a while.
Yeah.
And then Dave just walks downstairs, and Pat's just asleep on the kitchen counter in like a little Ebenezer Scrooge like nightcap and like fucking pajamas.
It's a dress shirt, like one of the really long ones. He looks like Ebenezer Scrooge.
He does.
It's very
so
funny because he's
good.
on his side, on top of the kitchen counter. And I'm pretty sure he's using like a box of tissues as his,
As a pillow. It's awesome.
just like his most comfortable place in the house.
He was like, I don't have a room. There's not enough. It's the most comfortable place I can find. So funny.
All right. Do you have anything else you
Huh.
want to talk about?
Do you have post me facts?
Yeah, I do. I just want to make sure you don't have anything.
No, because if we're not going to try and spoil any of the kills, because that's like the one thing I want to talk about because they're really cool.
They are really cool, but I think
Actually, we haven't mentioned this one side character. I think he deserves a. Look, he died for the band, so it's worth mentioning.
you're right.
It's worth it. We have to talk about bone
actually,
structure.
2 people have died from the band.
Well, okay, two
Okay.
people did.
Slight spoiler here: 2 people not in the band die
Yeah.
in the house throughout the movie, and every time Dave goes, "They would have wanted us to continue."
They would have. This is what they would have wanted.
And every time, it's very clear they were not into this.
No, they did not consent to being eviscerated.
But the second one is basically an Uber Eats driver.
Oh God.
I don't know his name, but he was in a band called Bone Structure.
It was like, oh God, it was like David Sandelbaum or something.
Oh wait, I wrote his name down. I can tell you because
Yeah, well,
he's a famous actor.
Because Dave picks up the tape and goes, David Sandelbaum of Bone Structure would have liked us to continue.
Yeah, he's Will Forte.
Yeah. Such a funny fucking character. Because he has like a stupid Dave Grohl wig on.
Oh,
Like
it's
definitely
so
a wig.
fake.
From the back, he looks like Dave. And then you turn around and it's Will Forte and you're like, what? So funny, dude.
And there's his whole character. Literally, the only reason this character exists is so they can make elaborate ranch jokes.
Yeah, dude. Look,
And they do the whole rule of threes with the ranch jokes.
They
only
do.
do 3.
it's funny every time. Something I will say, like we've stated, the writing in this movie is not good, but it's just these people making inside jokes about each other in the writing that is so fucking funny because you know that they're just band members just ripping on each other
Yeah.
in the writing. And it's like, it's just kind of an insight into what they're all like in real life, and it's really interesting.
Yeah, it's just you can really tell it's a movie where they went, let's just make a movie for fun, and they made
Yeah.
a movie for fun. For instance, the best for inside jokes is there is a very elaborate sequence about I think it's who is it?
It's Rami. It's Rami and Chris? Shifty?
No. Yeah, it is Shifty.
It's Shifty, yeah. I was like, it's not Nate, it's not Pat. It's
And Chris
Shifty.
being like, I fucked your grandma.
Yeah.
And they zoom in and they have like flashback noise, like it's a Vietnam flashback.
like it actually happened about Rami banging Shifty's grandma.
No, Shifty banging Rami's grandma.
Shifty banging Rami's grandma,
which
you're
is
right.
the funnier version.
Which is the
because
funnier
Rami's
version.
a horn dog.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a lot of that.
And there's a lot of good through stuff like, because they mentioned it was at a Hanukkah party.
And he calls her his booby.
He calls her his booby, which is like a very Jewish thing to call your grandmother.
All right.
It's very good.
You want me to get into facts now?
Yeah, what kind of facts you got,
All right,
Benjamin?
I only got 2, but they're super cool facts.
I'm interested.
Here we go. All right. So the first one, and I think this is really cool, is the filming for this movie
Mm-hmm.
took place in a house,
Yeah.
right? Just happens to be the same house the band recorded their album Medicine at Midnight in.
Oh, wow, that's actually really cool.
So they actually recorded an album in that house. And they were like, let's do a horror movie in here.
It's a cool setting for a horror movie. I
Mhm.
like that
It's
setting.
a cool house.
Cool house, yeah.
And Encino. And then the second fact, and this is by far, I think, the coolest part of this movie for me.
Okay.
Grohl recorded a whole album of heavy metal songs for the in-movie fictional band Dream Widow.
There's a whole album?
Yes. So if you search Dream Widow, an actual band pops up called Dream Widow that Dave Grohl made that has a whole album.
Holy shit.
It's very funny.
Is it just Dave Grohl?
I am not sure if it's just Dave Grohl. I think it might be, though.
He just made a whole album by himself for this movie.
At the very least, he probably wrote most of the songs. Like he does
Yeah,
for
he
Foo
might have.
Fighters.
Well, he could play guitar, he could play drums.
Yeah.
I don't know what else Dave Grohl could
Either
do.
way, point being, they made a whole album for the fictional band in this movie.
God, that's so fucking ridiculous.
I think it's great.
that's so much work and effort, but it's so cool at the same time.
Because they made the song that's a part of the whole Fear the Music aspect of this film. Which,
Yeah.
talk about right now, basically they complete the song and they summon a demon.
Yeah.
That's the Fear the Music aspect. The music is the horror.
Mhm.
But they actually wrote the song. It's 10 minutes long, and it's on that
Yeah.
album.
That's crazy. Because the other point of the movie is, they're like, dude, this song is 45 minutes. They're
Like,
like,
it
we
wasn't
want to
done
be
yet.
done. And Dave's like, no, we have to finish it.
It's basically a one-song album,
Yeah.
which is really funny, but cool.
It's very cool.
All right, that's all I got. I don't know what to say about this. It wasn't high art, but it was good.
No, it's
I enjoyed
fun.
myself.
It's just, it's one of those movies where you sit down and you watch it and go, damn, that was a good time.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, you know?
All right, recommendations? Do you think, or do you have
Uh,
anything else?
I don't have anything else because we're not trying to spoil anything. I'm trying to leave it as open as possible.
I mean, yeah, we kind of went over the plot, because
Yeah.
that's kind of a spoiler, because it slowly unfolds.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of a spoiler. It's kind of a spoiler that we told you that Dave Grohl gets possessed because, like, at the beginning, you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
You don't know who or what is evil. But it's awesome that they made Dave Grohl the antagonist
He
because
just gets to
he
act
does
like
such a good job at being a crazy person.
Yeah, he just gets to act like a maniac.
And it's fun. It's fun to see Dave Grohl do that. Recommendations? If you like the Foo Fighters, you should watch this movie. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's such a cool piece of media to, like, it's such a cool lens to view them through as a band.
Yeah, because they're outside of, like, their performance.
Uh-huh.
And don't get me wrong, it's still a performance, and they're acting way over the top.
Yeah.
But it's not in that super serious musical aspect they usually are.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. If you like blood and guts, like, this is a blood and guts movie.
Well, mostly blood.
Mostly blood. There are some cool guts, though.
There is, but this is like, if you like over-the-top blood spray.
Yeah, which I do. I thought it was really sick. It also fits this style of film because it's like, it's over the top in a comical way, even though
Oh,
it's not very
yeah.
funny. Like, you know, people being murdered isn't funny, but watching someone just, like, spray gallons of blood for no reason is hilarious.
Yeah.
Also, the practicals look quite good. Like, the corpses, all the blood spray. There's a specific thing I'm thinking of right now with the and then this. That is so cool. Like the flesh pull on that,
Mm-hmm.
top. If you're into music, this movie's cool with music because they play a lot of music during the movie,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of musical references and people like references to other bands and stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie shows up. That was interesting. Very funny. If you want a horror comedy, I would say this is a horror comedy. It's fun. If you want a horror movie that you could show to like friends that aren't really into horror, I think this would be pretty palatable. Because it takes a lot of things that are very tough to witness and makes them comical in a good way. I'm specifically thinking of like
Some of the gore scenes.
some of the gore scenes. Yeah. The one where with the
Bobby, you can't keep mimicking stuff.
Well, I don't know how else to describe it because we're not spoiling anything.
They just don't talk about it.
But yeah, those are my recommendations.
For me, if you want like a campy horror movie, kind of horror comedy, it's really great for that. This is definitely not a movie you're going to be scared or take seriously, but it's just a lot of fun,
Yeah.
even for a rewatch. So good thing for friends or just if you want to chill and put something on. But my biggest recommendation is if you're a fan of the Foo Fighters, and to a lesser extent, just kind of like musical humor, essentially. Like, so many of the jokes in this film are related to musical culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Grohl watching a YouTube video on how to do a riff because he's stuck, or him playing, like, really famous Foo Fighters songs, or fucking John Carpenter's, like, doing music because that's something he does.
Yeah. Or I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but let's just say the song that they're making for the show for the album is in a very specific key and it's very funny.
Yeah. Yeah, just lots of stuff like that.
Yeah. I could definitely see myself rewatching this just for fun. Just to watch Dave Grohl be feral. Honestly.
It's like a rabid raccoon.
Oh God.
All right, rating?
Okay. Here we go. I like this movie a lot. Actually, I like it. It met all my expectations. And I'm gonna be honest, I liked it more than I thought I would. Because, like, yeah, I like the Foo Fighters. I've listened to some of their music, of course. I'm not the biggest Foo Fighter fan in the world.
Fair enough.
And I was kind of expecting it to be, I don't know, maybe to be too much.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It's actually quite nice.
No, and they don't actually play, like, Foo Fighters music in it.
No, they make fun of their own music a lot, actually, and that's what's nice.
And the band Dream Widow does music that's very different.
Different, yeah, which is really cool. So it kind of went above and beyond on that aspect. And also, I was like, oh, it's a band horror movie. It probably won't be
Good.
not good. Like, I guess, yeah, good is the word. I mean, I thought it was going to feel more like a B movie.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. It feels like an actual movie that was produced. And while the dialogue is lacking and, like, the acting is fine, mostly, it has charm
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
I would argue it has, like, B-movie charm, but, like, high-quality production.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So that's where I'm kind of sitting because I can't give it a 5, of course. While I like this movie a crap ton.
Yeah, but what's the sitting rating?
It's hard. 4. This movie's really fucking fun.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving it a 4 instead of a 3 or a 3.5 because it meets everything I want it to for being a horror movie about the Foo Fighters. Goes above and beyond with the death scenes.
Yeah.
And really, like, plays up everything. And it's such a cool introspective into what the people in the band are like outside of the band. In a way. Because
In a way.
you can tell in the writing that they're really just making fun of each other.
They're characters.
They're characters, but they're played up in the ways that the actual people probably act. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
All right. I'm going to give it a 4 as well.
Okay.
Because,
Thank
like,
God.
it meets expectations, so a 3. Like, it's a horror movie with the Foo Fighters,
With some cool music.
with some cool music. That's the bare minimum. Doesn't have to be good. But you can really tell they put love into it. They go above and beyond with the effects. Like, they didn't have to be good, but they put money into it. They got a bunch of cameos. They put some really funny jokes in there that are well thought out.
Oh man, I just remembered the thing. That was good.
Yeah, there's, like, even the practical effects that don't look good, they know they don't look good.
And that's
they,
kind of the point.
yeah. And you can just tell it comes from a place of love and just wanting to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
You can tell they're having fun.
really just makes it enjoyable. Because, like, objectively, it shouldn't be. But it's how much love that goes in there that puts it above and beyond and gets it to a 4 that really makes it a good movie. So,
And you can also tell, like, it's over the top, but they're really trying. Like, they're putting in effort to make it that way on purpose, and that is so enjoyable to witness.
yeah, the overacting's hard in some parts.
But it's so funny. So fun.
All right, well, outtakes.
Yeah. I guess we'll see you guys in a minute, right after the outtakes.
Yeah, cue the fucking outtakes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this outtake section for this episode of Beware the Board. I hope you're enjoying our review of Studio 666 so far. I think this movie's super duper fun, but if you do not want any more spoilers for this movie from the outtake section, please skip to 47 minutes and 4 seconds immediately. This first outtake is Ben pre-gaming before the movie. Have you figured out if you think I'll like it or not?
I don't know. It's really up in the air. You hear that?
Well, here's my thing.
That's Red Bull, baby!
God, you're really going to mark that?
Yeah.
It's funny. I don't care. This next clip is our reaction to the cold open kill. How unfortunate.
Hey, look who it is.
It's Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
She's covered.
There's her
Oh!
bone.
Oh, my Lord. It's already begun. Dave Grohl does not stop. Boo. It's a bone. Good question. Why?
You know what's interesting about this?
What?
This is like before she was
Before she
really
was famous.
Yeah.
I think is she about to be the cold open kill? She's not even in the rest of this movie? Oh! Oh my God! That person's jaw was... Oh God, he's about to dome her with the hammer. Oh! Oh! Oh my God!
You excited, Bob? Foo Fighters present.
That was horrible. Man, Jenna Ortega just got fucking destroyed. This next clip is our reaction to the Lionel Richie cameo in this film. Is he having a fucking dream? Nerd! Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie just called Dave Grohl a nerd. This next clip is Ben and I reacting to another one of Dave Grohl's nightmares. Oh my Lord! No, that's scary as fuck. Get me out. Who's this guy?
It's the gardener.
It is the gardener. Oh my God, they're ripping out Dave Grohl's intestines! Holy fuck! Right, it's fine. Another dream. This next clip is me just being really fucking stupid. On?
Shut up, Bob. On doesn't begin with an N. Your joke was stupid.
Oh. That wasn't a joke, I'm just really dumb.
Oh!
Because earlier he got mad when someone said, come on.
Yeah, but right there he said it starts with an N, ends with an O.
I'm dumb.
Nothing in between.
No, it's fine. This next clip is Ben and I's reaction to learning about the Delivery Guys band. You might be. I don't know. I haven't heard your music. That album cover begs to differ.
That band name begs to differ.
Bone Structure. This next clip is our reaction to the death of Shifty. Oh! Oh! Oh my God! No! Ow! My God, he's getting his fucking dome smashed in the grill. Oh, the knife. Oh, the spray is good. Holy shit. The flesh tear on the grill marks on his face were really goddamn cool.
Not even flesh tear. It was
Oh,
like,
it was Dave!
Yeah, he's wearing the gardener outfit.
This next clip is Ben comparing me to a character, and I really don't appreciate it. What are you doing?
He's sensing its aura.
Okay.
It's fucking you, Bob.
No, it's not. I've been waiting for you to say that all movie. I've been waiting. I've been like, is Ben going to say it?
Because you know it's you.
No, it's not. No.
I'm sensing some energy.
I'm going to punch you in your fucking gullet. This next clip is our reaction to the death of Rami. Oh my god! From under the bed?
Yeah. Look at that blood smear. That's why they chose this song.
That's insane. That was fucking awesome. Holy fuck. And with both of them split in half like that? Whoa. This next clip is me fumbling my words per usual. His teeth are so sharp.
So sharp.
His teeth are so sharp. His teeth are so sharp. Now, Demon Grohl. First name Demon, last name Grohl. Instead of Dave.
Davin.
David Grohl. This next clip comes to us from the death of Taylor. Oh my god! He just what? From what, jaw down, cut his head off with a fucking symbol?
Yeah.
That blood spray is awesome!
That Zildjian slice.
Man, what a cool movie. Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the outtakes. Probably lots of oohs and ahs from us. From me, sorry, not from... Look, I always say when I'm introing the outtakes, this is Ben and I. It's never me and Ben, it's always me. Ben's always just chuckling in the background. All right, Ben, do we have any announcements? We do. We have one. You should announce it.
We got a movie coming next Friday. That's when we release these. So, yeah, be there for episode 3 of season 4.
And then, what's coming out tomorrow,
And
Ben?
then what's coming out tomorrow.
Second episode of...
Oh, yeah. I was doing a weird time thing there. Yeah, second episode of our convention prep is coming out tomorrow.
Yeah,
which,
be excited.
if you listen to our last convention prep episode that came out last Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
it is House of a Thousand Corpses.
I'm excited.
Bob's excited right now. We'll see
Yeah.
if he likes it.
We'll see if I
because
like it,
It's
but
one of those movies
Yeah.
where if you haven't seen it, it's either you really like it or you really don't because it's a Rob Zombie film.
Yeah, go to Robert Zombie.
The White Zombies. He's a rock star.
Yeah. So yeah, be excited for that. Those are really cool. I'm really excited to record those. I'm really excited to release those too. Because a benefit of this show is the categories and the way we do it because it means we get a good spread of stuff.
It's fun. It's random. We get to watch stuff we probably wouldn't review otherwise.
Yeah. The problem is we miss out on watching a lot of popular stuff. A lot of stuff that's like franchises or stuff that, I want to see.
Yeah,
so,
we covered zombies.
mm-hmm.
Probably not going to go back to zombies for a while.
But there's so many zombie films we haven't seen that are super popular.
Yep.
So the convention prep series we're doing is a really good way for us to cover stuff that we don't really have time for.
Yeah.
That wouldn't really come up on the show unless we got it in a very specific category. So that's super cool. I'm really excited to continue recording those.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Anything else? I don't think we have any other announcements.
Nope.
Okay. Well, then check us out on Twitter, @BewareTheBoard. It's where I post updates about the show. It's where I post basically everything. On Mondays, I post a spoiler post for that week's worth of episodes, which means a lot more posts on Monday because we have a lot more episodes coming out lately because we have a lot of things going on. It's basically going to be a tweet with a picture of the movie cover hidden so you can uncover it to see what the movie is so you can watch it before we do so you can listen to the episode without any spoilers. So, when we're being all vague and stuff, you kind of have an idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
'Cause we try not to spoil stuff too often, but it happens. Sometimes we have to, and that sucks.
Check us out wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
Spotify's the big one, but like Apple Podcast, all that other stuff. We're also on YouTube still. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to watch us there for some reason. If you're watching us there, support us because that's nice. Like, comment, subscribe. That's how people see us. You can also, comment. That's a good way to communicate with us.
For
you
sure.
can do that on Twitter, too. In either case, just really start hammering and drumming on your keyboard because we just need you to play the fucking drums, you know?
I was wondering where you were going to get that one in. I was really wondering. Oh, my gosh. Check us out on TikTok. We're on TikTok now. I'm posting clips from the show on TikTok. I know I haven't put one up in a minute. Been very busy.
Bob's like, yeah, I'm posting. Except I'm not.
Well, I am, though, because I have one done. I just haven't uploaded it yet. I finished one earlier today, and I have been meaning to show you, but I forgot.
Instead of editing.
I told you Listen here. Shut up. Stop talking. Jesus Christ. Check us out on TikTok if you want. It's where I post clips for the show. Okay. Oh, you're just not going to speak now for the rest of the show? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I don't think we have any announcements. If we do, I wouldn't know because Ben's the announcements guy and he won't talk anymore. Now he's miming at me. He's waving. What a fucking asshole. All right, that's the end of the show. We'll see you next week, everybody. Bye.